Damn.
No, you already know we wouldn't be even.
Yeah, I mean,
I wouldn't be able to tell you.
facts.
Yeah, Fios is definitely way better than what Comcast is giving.
Amen.
But Comcast don't have fiber optics.
Right. That's the difference. They try to lie and say they do.
Even Verizon still be finessing with the Fios though.
Tell you.
Facts.
Because sometimes they don't be even putting a box on your joint.
Mm.
You don't even have the true fiber optic coming into your shit.
Them lazy ass. Man.
Sorry, guys. Welcome to RVA Rap Elite episode 42 recap. We are talking about Wi-Fi's.
Talk about
let me.
Oh, did we get the full verse? Did we get the full verse?
Yes, we got the full verse. Shout out to Sean King. You know, making sure we getting folks full verses. You know, because that's.
I like this angle though.
Yeah, we're gonna see what Sean King talking about on this. Shout out to Sean King. He's also was in the Cypher versus Cypher for this episode. Double duty. Shout out to Uno for filming that.
Oh wow.
You know what I mean? New cameras with odds.
Yeah, Uno be nice with it too.
We are not going to waste any time.
Let's get it.
If you weren't at episode 42, here to let you know, we did have a new champion. We did have some history be made. CO Wave, CO.Wave. Can't ever outdo.
You know what I mean?
New champion, scored a 30.
30.
Tied for 30s with our defending champion, Vintage A. They went on to sudden death. Tied in the first sudden death, went to a second sudden death, and CO Wave scored another 30 to close out and edge Vintage A in a double sudden death victory. So shout out to CO Wave. I wish we would have had a little time, or wish I would have thought to, have him pull up. Could have definitely stopped it up with the young man, because he's focused. He said his verse is already ready for the next episode.
Another machine.
So,
another machine.
He didn't even start. He didn't even hesitate when going into double sudden death. So the history that he made, for those that don't know, the first MC to have two 30-point scores. First MC to have a 30 in sudden death. Also, the first MC to score a 30 in his first appearance in the Rap Elite Cypher. So, another thing that was brought up, he's the first white guy to be a Cypher champion. Trey brought that up. Didn't even think about that, but that is absolutely.
Yeah.
We don't see color over here.
We don't
at all.
It didn't even show up as a blip for me on our radar, but it was brought up, so I didn't want to overlook it.
Thanks, Trey.
You know what I mean? So
appreciate you, Trey.
Let's get into it, man. Let's
right now.
Listen to these MCs. Nicky Biz once again starting off our cipher. We got his full footage this time, so we try and be out of here by 8:30. So we're gonna go ahead and get this thing started.
Whoa. It's like I'm chilling in Michael Ross, chopping up like inside of all shit. All shit. This coffee I heard me that it's all shit. Rapping carcasses in my closet, got onion on the stick. Talking slick your daughters with just kept eating a Molotov, flaming new ball, blinging, but equipped with a tomahawk. From max to 8Ks, talking hatches to axes, little jobbers to big jobbers. My attack is a hack. You wanna pat on the back? I came to actually rap. Hell rage from the dungeon where young as a hell's blaze. Low shotguns to baddies and ride with a 12 gauge. Cause the shape of the bus like English muffins on display. Razor makeup a 50 like you got something on your face. Be humble cause belt holders get thrown out of rings in the Royal Rumble. Shell throwers compete with you mind you before they crumble. Send to the Lord above you, we send to them floral bundles. Cause we'll give you guns before you roll. Hold them to the jungle, I'm at it again. What am I now if they thought I was spectacular then? I'm either the greatest alive or the last of its kin. And bred with victory and bed with the passion to win the battle and assassin. No Titan's not clashing with him. I'm more explosive. You just like to look jack for the gym. I'll bring you back like a still. This that hacksaw, Jim Duggan, toting the steel. Beam against me, loving. Staying woke or I kill dreams. Freddy Krueger calls me at the words of Tennessee. No risen, just grave digger. You at 10 speed, I see you ain't taking it well. Got better chances driving propane sailors through hell than going against me. Flowing Godspeed, catching the rep to get me in check. So to get my respect, your main jaw gotta give me some neck on your front porch. Like I got it fit to collect. Kick your door with ring 10 sparking. Blitzkrieg, demons just sold me a hammer. Only advantage chasing cream like I'm Tony Montana. Recognize I'm gifted. This isn't what you want, like a hand-me-down for Christmas. Cross me and get put in the bag. It's sacrilegious murder for hire. Put out an ad, I'm back in business. Bitch. Cut my footage in half, I'll chop your whole foot off.
Very,
Or someone that's
I was very. That wasn't Sean's fault, man.
That was not.
That
That was not his fault.
chop
not
your
his fault.
foot off.
Man, first time on the job, man, you get your foot threatened. God damn, I need to tell me the Kunta Kinte, my first day on the job. Seeing Sean's face, like, what the fuck did I do?
Right.
So it's okay, don't worry. Don't worry, it's not true. It's like, me. Nah, very dope verse, man. Very dope verse.
Yeah.
A lot of slick lines, a lot of coded metaphors in there. I like the Paul Bunyan scheme. A lot of dope shit. I think what made that, I think what probably held him up score-wise, I'm trying to pull up here what I scored him.
7.5, and I gave it 7.
Okay, so right in that 7 range.
Yeah.
I think what it, for me, it's I don't want to say it's not the content. Content, although I like it from a lyrical standpoint, I think could be a little bit more cleverness in the punches and the metaphors to have a little more of a, pull a reaction from not only us as judges, but it's also the crowd. But I think also a big thing that has to do with is the delivery is a little flat. It's, when I say delivery, I mean the flow. Let me say the flow.
Okay.
Delivery is clear, right? Great projection, great aggression, voice is dope. It comes out clear. It's just the flow is a little like methodical and predictable. You know what I'm saying?
I'm with you on that.
I think, giving a little bit more, a little more pizzazz and I don't mean like it ain't gotta be like jumping around or double timing or nothing like that. It's just maybe, structuring the rhymes a little bit different so that it just has a little bit more punch to it.
Mm-hmm.
And it'll allow those lines to be emphasized in a way that can draw the type of reaction that you were looking for on
Facts.
So that's my only thing, but I'm still interested in seeing his journey because Mickey Biz is dope.
Yeah, he has definitely room to grow. But ditto to everything you just said as far as like what would make him better and have him score better.
For sure. Any additional things from you, Ease, on Mickey Biz?
I just agree with you on the flow part. Just have a little bit more smoother, more naturally more naturally delivered flow type of vibe, instead of the methodical kind of, I like to say, like, it's almost like a paint by numbers type of with how you say it's predictable.
Right. Yeah.
It's like making it easy, just kind of easy for yourself. But I mean, that
beat made it.
That's what I was about to say. The beat probably lended a little bit to that this time. So we'll see what he brings to us next time. You feel me? Just a little bit more. Yeah, just a little bit more cool with the flow, kind of loosen up a little bit, get a little bit more swaggy with it or something.
Mm-hmm.
Facts.
All right.
Is that a threat?
That's Sean, ain't it?
Yeah.
Y'all can hear me.
Why you so weak, Spill?
Let
me get D Blanco to the stage. D Blanco. Here she goes.
Out of control.
He said, I just got here.
Testing, 1, 2, 3, testing, eyes on me. Happy Sunday.
Yeah. Hey, this one was crazy.
Nigga tripped me out.
That was he hit the money mic on that.
Right. That's what had me tripping.
I wish I let sit there, swing like Paul Ripken. I spill up on it, can't have my lip there. You would have thought I broke a mirror about $1 million. Because of all this dollar with the duckets I be picking. He said he know me cause I'm confident. You want all that money, complaining now how I come with it. Tell me that ain't some shit. The whole world built from this some shit. Someone that asked for the only fans I'm tired could be a some shit. Argue bum heads, better be up punk debts. Make up sex blunts, cut them in like old heads. Damn, that's a real love story. Yeah, hey, my responsibility and not no gift. I'm fire like a bitch calling out and missing shifts. We give me the belt like it's Air Max. She busted open, it's hotter than fireplace. Clean looking boy, fresh with a tape. Hot in the water, split splash, she baked us. Never been straight, but my best with the laces. Okay to LB, like we play with the races. Sit back, chillin', not say much. I'm tired of listening to whack old name bucks. Moving real dangerous, plugging no dandruff. Moving them pots and pans, but your knives are stainless. Your mind is brainless. It's wrong that aimless. Politicians, they blameless, and it's too late to be a soul to be saved, and yeah. Okay. Good. Pouring in your 20 smooth days just rain. Skin going, cause I'm in first place. Had a nigga nervous, how I'm shaking their fights. King Darius, so I live it perceptibles. Call this acid blessing cause it feels so heavenly. Get the green kale spinach movie with the matcha. Bombs blueprint like I'm freaking Sasha. Y'all niggas cause man having shotgun. To a couple pictures making just my tatas. Y'all niggas cause man having shotgun. Fuck every straight nigga spitting gay bars. That fucking clear thing ain't gon' get you far. Every day is Earth Day, every day is Pride. It's Black History and API. Give me the wood, it's getting hot like tennis. Bad bitch, go down like timber. Now we starting to sing her. Give him bang bang, now I'm screaming the singer.
Good to see. Next up.
D Blanco. A lot of personality.
Facts.
Couple clever little lines in there. I like the LV Raiders line. The Lipton line was cool. But definitely preparation. You know what I'm saying?
That's it.
You lost the verse at some point. Give you credit for being able to bring it back. A lot of people kind of aren't able to do that. You know what I'm saying? So also, the flow. We gotta, it definitely, the flow is kind of basic on there. Vocal projection is another thing that's going to be very, very helpful for D Blanco. But that's the basics of it. Until we get that full verse out, it's really difficult to say. Eve, spiel.
Ditto.
Ditto.
Yeah, ditto.
Yeah, I feel what you're saying. I feels what you're saying on that. You know what I mean, let's get the flow popping a little bit more. Same as the last person. You know,
And then the
same-
preparation. Yeah, definitely
and then the
preparation.
preparation. Let's rap these bars in the mirror till we lose our voices.
Facts.
Like, you know,
Facts.
not so much that we can't rap during the cipher,
Right.
but just as an emphasis of how much preparation needs to be taken for you to participate in the cipher. You know what I mean? Let's
Facts.
practice.
Let's
And
go.
the flow and the bars. Let's get them stepped up so we can get some oohs and ahs in the crowd.
Facts.
Next up to the stage, V Marley. Make some noise for V Marley.
804 Quattro.
What's up, y'all? V Marley, 804 Quattro, let's rock, man. Hey, look, I ain't like that. I came so I just came to do better this time. Y'all forgave me for last time. V Marley, man. 804 Quattro. Yeah. Let's mix never again. Time to work out with the pen. Time to stop shitting on rappers. I hit the booth in the pen. A lot of rappers watching pockets, ain't watching my end. You try to lie, my friend. I put this Glock to your chin. Make it real hot when you grin. Last time I'm plotting to win. Just came to see the little games. Let competition begin. No competition for me. I just compete with myself. Not coming going no shelf. Coming up short like an F. I do this shit for my health. Focus on dialysis. Killing all challenges. Watch over the talent is. For the cab, all sick. Rearrange balances. Got these fuck niggas looking for words like Scrabble kids. Man, my flow just on another level. I just readjust myself. Now my level's on double. But I'm God, should get it 10 like love. Cause I'm illmatic. It got eaten in my body. I don't give a fuck about balance. Cause I eat up old boys. Tighten up your bras. Treat niggas like bras. Can't be posted on broad fantasy. Man at my bitch, cause I can get my eagle in them. So put your 3D glasses on, ain't no reason in them. Up in them all black and nice, Molly creeping in them. The boys things like they got a little diva in them. And now I kid you on the song, who want to feature with them? And I get granted for them paying so Gucci, I'm working for that cheese, Gucci, my niggas coming gnarly, Gucci, cause I be lighting up the trees. Gucci, I'm about to cop a little Range Rover, Gucci, and I'm the ceiling on these, Gucci, and for the haters, all I got for y'all, Gucci, is these N-U-T's, nigga, M-O-P, watch them.
All right.
I feel like he can do more, man.
Definitely.
I feel like he can definitely do more.
Because he had at certain times a good flow. It's
Facts.
just that the delivery wasn't there.
Right.
Yeah.
He wasn't.
Yeah.
He
and
wasn't.
just and just some more thought in the bars. I think
Yeah,
just
yeah,
it's very baseline.
yeah. Yeah, be careful when you get into them hook type.
The hook joints, yeah, that killed it.
Them hook type sequences. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you
The
don't
Uchi
want to
eye.
wait. You don't want to waste the whole 8 bars. Trying out something that if you're not 100% that something like that is going to get a response, or that the judge is going to fuck with it, you probably better off just writing 8 bars as some dope raps. But yeah, I liked his flow in certain points, but the delivery and the rhyme, like you said, the bars could be stepped up a little bit. But yeah, just the projection and the overall like confidence that say a Mickey Biz had in 2 rounds earlier. Yeah, my man's V Marley didn't have. It was almost like if they could kind of like put their flows and deliveries together, you know what I'm saying? Both of them would have got like a point higher type shit.
Right.
Facts.
Now for sure. Definitely continue to push your pen. I think he thinks in a clever, has a clever way of thinking. I've heard him freestyle some shit that is a little bit more complex than that particular rhyme. And now I'm not encouraging you to freestyle. I'm just saying take some more time with your writing.
Yeah.
And come back even more confident.
Yeah.
Yeah, implement the writing
Shit.
Next up.
Come to the stage. Fonz, make some noise for Fonz, y'all.
What's my back off?
Gotta show love to the DJ. My cousin told me he ain't do that next time. Hey, wanna look at check, I ain't high. Hey, wanna look at check, I ain't high. Show me on the neck, I ain't fly. Yeah. Wanna look at check, I ain't high. Show me on the neck, I ain't fly. Real, yes. Running up a check, I ain't high. Show me what in that nine flies. Really get these bars, y'all the types. Niggas just take space on the fly. Smoking mid, high as a Cypher. Rare nigga about to go get the Cypher. Sincere, guess we building with life. Guess we building with life. Shit. Woke with the clip, I woke with the haters. I woke with my face with a mean. Woke with the bitches, I woke with the distance. I woke with the digital strings. I haven't turned like wiggers. I'm drinking your district. I'm all in the same shit. I got a stash in the bitches. I'm all in the kitchen. I'm eating the wings. Friends in the kitchen. I'm all like this for the store. Like, what is it mean? I get to choke. Then with a hoodie, y'all black. My bitch is still on the thieves. Niggas be talking like hip hop. I'm out of zip lock. Jumping the flip flops. Black bar, put the grip like I got to the group. And show me a piss out. I got the work, pay the twerk, shoot out publish demo. I run my chips and kill my limo. Ask for a bunch, got friends on. Catch me outside and catch me a limo. I don't know care about your man's music. Got me shorty to dance to it. Got me shorty to dance to it. Shorty put me in the dance to it. I hit the tip what I made today. Once my chicken, I made you wait. I want outside, nigga, make the place. Sick of all until I made it right. Niggas is cool, give me the 2 minute, the 2 minute. Check them out, trying to 2 meter. Try to team without the 2 seater. One of my verse, niggas hers. We play shit, and 20 spur. Piece of big law, one of the merge. This is mad, I get one shirt. I heard the take the people. They always talk about DMs. I want to be in my all the reasons. Can't go back, keep it late. You see the BM getting paid. Sorry, snake, I was in the rain. Lift up to the Lord and go get the stage. Beginning my lyrics, lost the brain. You been kicking addicted, that's my vein. They running like hell, I can't change. Keeping the worst, so what's the state? All the friends wanna check up, ayy. See me grinding with a print up, ayy. Cats running with a set up, ayy. Jerry talking with a neck up. Might just kill him, might drive and dust. Yeah, that's my time, baby. Yeah.
Yo, he been doing this too long to not come better than that, yo. Like for real.
Like, no, his last appearance, I really liked. I think a lot
Facts.
of they really like. I think what it was this beat. You know what I'm saying? I think it made some people feel like they had to hop into some type of bounce.
Right.
And
Right.
it really doesn't require that, but I saw that occurred for some people.
Right. On these type of beats, though, if you're gonna spit, deliberately, like with a slower flow, you gotta say fly shit. You know what I'm saying? And that bouncing with the flow is kind of a way to maybe you can mask, somebody.
Filler. It's like a filler, ain't it?
Yeah, but then yes, but then it comes off that way for those that have the ear to acknowledge it, especially when you add in the A's and all of that.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't give the impression of like, or the feel of like authentic spitting. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you figure out a way to put that in there and you saying clever shit in there and it's able to be heard, the problem was everything that he was saying was real mumbled. You couldn't really hear what he was saying.
That was my main thing, the clarity in his words. Like if you're gonna choose flows like that, you gotta practice it to the point to where you spit
we can understand it.
You can spit it with enough comfortability that your words come out clean and crisp. You know what I'm saying? You're not spitting it trying to get through the verse. You know what I'm saying? You're comfortable with it, so that you're able to pronounce your words more clear, and you have a confidence with with what you're saying, to where I can hear every word, even though your flow's bouncing all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
Right. That's what make having a flow like that so special. You know what I'm saying? Is that if you can get it out clean and what you're saying has some substance to it, you know what I'm saying? That's when that flow works. Anything else is like, it's just nothing.
Yeah, because when rappers do that type of shit, a lot of the time recording, they be punching and shit. You know what I'm saying? So when you perform that, you definitely got to be on your P's and Q's. You know what I'm saying? When you performing it.
Facts. 100% credit to where you was trying to go with it. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
That was the reason why I didn't get the score you normally get. For real.
It feel like the potential was that I could see the potential.
Definitely
crazy, but
for sure.
Like, you didn't practice enough to where you didn't stumble, and you know what I'm saying, we just need a little bit more clarity on the words and the lyrical play, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Facts.
Shout out to Sean King, put the mic down nicely. Love you. Gang.
All right.
Yeah.
Next up to the stage, Cole B. Make some noise for Cole B, y'all.
What's up, y'all? Y'all gotta make some noise. I gotta show some love in this bitch. It's good. They know they starting these haters. They don't want to see me trying to get this paper. I be on your block, but I'm not a new neighbor. If you a hater, keep your hating ass over there. Listen, it's the reason I'm an OG. I earn my stripes up in the streets. You don't wanna fuck with me. Spin the block and run it back. What was that? That's Cole B. Going for a minute, so stop acting like you know me. Cause now that I'm back home, I sense a little jealousy from a group of bitches who got very little relevance. They making all these sites. I'm just playing with my name and Jacko while I fly the plane. Tell me hard in the face, sometimes I slide down the pole like I'm working at the pack. When the laser hits the floor, you better know I'm making things. When I see your body public, though, they know when they get back. Cause they always at the bar. They get niggas for a drink, maybe a part. I keep it frank, baby, I'm everything you want. I do everything I want, even when they said I can't. Had to get it out the blood. I never said I was the same for shooting guns and selling drugs. And sex was never for the fact. I'm a lion, this is jungle. I don't tell some bitch I run. I get up on the grind. Shit, you make it rain, I make it thunder. Sack my brain up just like a window. Hold on. They said these niggas, they don't want to see me trying to get this paper. I be on your block, but I'm not a new favor. If you a hater, keep your hating ass over there.
hook was cool. Once again, I see what's happening with this beat. You know, shout out to F5. The you know, production is dope. If you the first time this was used on the platform was Sneeze versus Tone Red. You know, and check that battle out and clearly see, you know, motherfuckers, you can rap on this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? But like,
Facts.
I see that it made folks want to try different things. And that's cool, but you know, it does cost you some time to get some bars off. You know, I feel like Kobe can rap better than this. It was smooth though. She got through it. You know, the last couple times that she had been on the platform, you know, she didn't get through a verse. So definitely glad to see her get a smooth performance off. But yeah, just, you know, add a little more complexity to them bars that, you know, I know you definitely capable of. And, you know, just a little bit more, you know, oomph in it. You know, it's felt a little lazy, just a little lazy. But, you know, shout out to Kobe.
Yeah, salute.
Shout out to the chat.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, what's going on in the chat?
We got Lenny Bones in the chat. We got Andy Symbol in the chat.
Yeah.
We got Islam Rap God in the chat. Peace.
God. Nigga. Yo. Yo, when is he coming up, yo?
Rap God, man.
Facts. Next up.
Yeah, talk about
All right. Next up to the stage, CEO Wade.
Early.
The CEO.
How is this possible?
They already corrected me.
No, CEO.
It's CEO.
It's CEO. You gotta know him for a while.
You say you gotta know him for a while.
This is recorded. Let's get it.
Yo, Sean.
How you doing? It's time to wake the fuck up. I made a bet. Radio B did say my name wrong, so you see what I'm saying? Look, I made a bet that radio said my name wrong and CO got waving the dollars for what their name's on. I'll tell y'all what I told my first body. This shouldn't take long. I don't like this beat at all. Refuse a reference if I'm preaching to the choir and give me something to pray on. So my dick if you ever told me to stay calm. It's like telling them make a wish, keep the hang on. Whenever I'm behind closed doors, I keep the doors closed. I OB1, they're showing me where the force go. You better not flip out now. This ain't Morse code. You're stuck in your ways. You a stepsis in a porno. You don't got your foot on that gas. You're just an idol. Stop saying that you keep a 16. That's a child. I'm only trying to listen to home. I need the title. What's worse? My suicide attempt tomorrow. 5-0. Dark times. Never should have let me see the light of day. It was a coin toss, but what's a toll without a price to pay? Throw in the towel if I was you. You can't kill me on your stage if I already threw my life away. Nowadays, I don't let my woman see me suffer. She wonders how I can eat once a day. So y'all can see the hunger. Fuck up. Life been trying to keep me under. J. Cole put that M on my head. Now I'm Luigi Rover. Pipe down. I heard your baby mother needs a plumber. You say she's your better half. Now there's pieces of her. Speaking of her, baby, I went too far. And I'm just talking big shit. No, I'm still at large. That bar was like, fat Joe's dead, homie, a big pump. Your wife looks like when I get paid. Laying income, you're probably like, he's on edge, he needs to get some. Easy for me to fuck, harder for me to give one. Who can't write the walk away, but what's a toss up? Sometimes you gotta move locations to keep your bars up. I heard that if you win, you get a hoodie, make it triple XL, because I'm trying to cover these scars up. What is you talking about?
That was all right. Hey, cuz, he came out with the shit early.
Man.
Like, that shit was crazy.
Still at large, big pun.
The 16s.
Whole joint. That's what.
Yeah, it was
Obi-Wan.
the Obi-Wan joint. He pulled out the laser on the shit. Luigi Brothers.
That's what I think you were saying last recap about like being on the edge of your seat every bar type shit. Like, what's he going? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Hitting us with.
That's what he does that, and he presents it in a way where you're hanging on, waiting for that bar. His setups are so perfect to create the anticipation of the bar. You know what I'm saying? You know, and his delivery, it has so much intensity and believability and conviction. Conviction is his number one attribute. And you know,
basic on steroids. With the command in the stage, bro. Like, he command that bitch.
Yeah, real. I don't like to make, you know, I know what you mean, but I want to be careful.
You know, I just throw it in there. Yeah, I feel. You know me.
Their styles are very, very.
Oh yeah, completely different. But yeah. I'm talking about commanding the stage. Why?
Get down. You about to make everything. Get down. Move. Sorry, the dog is. No, move from over there.
I'm about to shut off the whole live.
Sorry, man.
Nah, it's commanding the stage wise, bro.
I don't have an imaginary friend. For those that don't know Bean, he's gonna enter.
Beanie. Secret is the name that they gave me.
All right, so yeah.
Next. Set the bar early too. That shit was crazy.
That is in my first body.
That reminded me of the things at home.
Word, this was like a little intermission he had caught.
Facts. That nigga's going crazy.
The stage. Chef Token, y'all.
Jason, salute.
In the stars, so universal greatness. You can find on my bars, my map to the ground is born. Take a line with cars, crash course from law school. Watch me game in the bar. Pass to infatuation with creation of art. Graduation on my gay show, just a sample of spark. Participated in the beta when I packed for the part. And all that hell that I've been raising, I was stay from the start. Blasting out the caveat of a fabulous end. The line stick by the way that I fasten the pen. Fashion depends on the scene that you fighting again. Just had to pack a super pill to shoot a parachute. Just counted a pencil circle, getting small like half a step right in the center though. Niggas inflated chests get stable like the centerfold. I'm already elite. The part I made for it. Kind of why you stand on the beat, and I won't change course. Niggas that habit should speak. Somebody pray for him. Just before he falling with me, and I ain't wait for it. You better wait for it. This shit ain't even dry yet. Pushing T wet and push me out his car wreck. My direct and my point you been missing. I leave the scene like MJ. You can be tipping. I took the combo out composing the type of position. Focused on my position when having a competition. I broke that shit down, they looking like the syllable. My body is virtual missing, it's feeling physical. Wall Street fully no beat, I put it into you. Freedom is our freedom of Taylor, I brought a friend or two. Seconds on the clock with the balls, you want a win to do. Pull up in my face, I'm guaranteed to finish you. Big balance to get a box and now they call them checker school. Big balance and new balance, I knocked them out as killer shoes. This is what I meant to do, questions asked like interview. Previews, the pre-clue, this verse is just an interlude. Look over a pin or two, only chances I give to you. That's a grenade, I blow up the major minuscule. The gas be up the season like greatness, they don't believe it. This a movie, get it flipped. Reverse it, I hope you've seen it. No outtakes, but double takes, leave them on the cement. My route pace, you say, both.
this shit.
No, put me in the final, put me in the next round, you get finished.
Good shit from Chef Token. Another solid performance.
Yeah.
He's definitely been growing. His confidence growing.
Yeah.
His pen moving.
Pen getting better. It's good now.
For sure. There was quite a few lines in there that were super sharp. What was I holding on to?
Pyrex, the Pyrex joint.
Oh
Pusha
yeah,
T.
the Pusha T Pyrex line was crazy.
Facts.
Yeah, it's you know, he's dope, you know what I mean? And he's continuing to get better. So it's like he's gonna be somebody to watch.
Yeah.
I think with this one, I would say, and I think the beat was challenging. I think the flow could just be a little bit more interesting. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's causing you to draw out the things that you're, the cleverness of the things that you're writing is being stretched out in the way that you rap them a little bit. It takes a little bit of the, you know, sting off of them. But I think also this beat was just challenging for folks. But you still, the thing about it, I don't want to keep saying that because it's important for each MC to figure out a way to be interesting on
the beat,
whatever the beat is. You know what I'm saying? There's pockets. You got to find those pockets. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to find the pockets that aren't obvious. You know what I'm saying? And play your rhythms within there, and that's where you're gonna find, you know, that sweet spot. Because sometimes, you know, if you find the right pocket, you know, shit, you won't get credit. The way that certain lines will come off will hit harder than
it'll sound better.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
facts.
Yeah.
All right.
Next up.
All right, next up to the stage, C Spicy. Make some noise for C Spicy, y'all.
Man, Spice.
Yo, what's good? I'll go ahead before I start. My mom couldn't make it today, she was sick. So I want everybody to make some noise for my mom. She's still good. Yeah, thank you. Let's get it. Now I know that was very nice, but I'm about to be a fucking asshole, so it'll be alright. It ain't easy spicy today, by the way. I'm about to send down your bitch asses. Let's get it. Man, all these rappers talking, I'm not talking vacuum. Brian Beard, y'all know me, leave them in the vacuum. I'm here to settle the score, you know I had to. Y'all lucky on these chemicals, they leave me in a bad mood. I'm showing gratitude, this beat has attributes, the channel with my bad attitude. Pull up, bitch, I'll drop the latitude. I'm starting to pick apart your crew. World's in a palm, put my hands on Bartholomew. Oh man, goddamn, hey, somebody's fucking with Cam. They don't want me to spam, hey, every single one's scam. Hundreds of live by the gram, hey, you don't want smoke from me. Still like 34 grams. I'm in the middle with this and bread. I'm talking BB and jam. 412, I'm still going ham. Free as hell, too. Throwing the slam. Come through with my confident bell. Real cold shit, don't even pay. Man, smoking weed out to the great scale. With this first don't give me hate, man. Y'all in trouble, didn't don't play well. Going down some follow us a board game. Same energy when the sports play. I've had it. While back then, the lizard but also spastic. Start talking to me, feeling fantastic. Fuck that, it's hip hop Luffy. Bars that you like, don't go deadly. Don't let it help you go shoot me. No cameras, get no action. That's traction. I'm blasting. Pulling you in your world like Goku and Raditz. Pull up on stage, I'm crashing. I'm going so hard, man. These rappers are blasting. Fuck around, other my niggas are laughing. All of these niggas run me in trash cans. Super spice, dick. No, I can't get the break. It's like my passion. I can jump on the play with the hardest and fastest. If there are any games, I'm making it happen. All come around when I cash it. Ain't talk, think I got in the bag. You're looking for with she's a jacket. Try to smoke, you bottom stack. Cold hard, you like what's out of plastic. Pull up on my nose, I'm not talking fast. Who is best? Feel enthusiastic. Best stress to the week's best. Best stuff, hard as our band. Take a blessing, then you problematic. Cover rich, now you wear a mask. Bitch, devour world shit. Don't like.
Yeah. Hey, bro.
Spicy 99 on Instagram. C Spicy 804 on TikTok. Come check me out, bro. I got the music dropping Friday. Thanks.
Motherfucker, see spicy.
Hey man, that's what we do it for, bro. That motherfucker is grown.
Yeah, I appreciate
Straight up.
I definitely appreciate him trying with a legit flow for this
Legit.
beat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
appreciate that. Now we just got to work on that delivery to go
Yeah,
along.
there were some spots in there that weren't as clear.
Facts.
It got a little, where it got a little bit difficult to, get the bars out. You know what I'm saying? I thought he had some clever one-liners all throughout there, though. That's one thing I will say about him having those types of flows is he doesn't cheat. You know what I'm saying? Like he actually does still have like novel thoughts, you know what I'm saying? Like he crafts bars within that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it may not be too super complex, but it's slick one-liners, you know what I'm saying? I'm in between, I'm in the middle of getting some bread, PB and jam shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's little fly shit, you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
You know what I mean? Like,
Facts.
so like,
he's growing.
Yeah, he does that, you know what I'm saying? So I super appreciated that. That performance, and I think he's on a good.
Yeah, once he finds his real flow, I think it'll definitely he'll progress a little bit better.
Next up to the stage, Pop Burner. Make some noise for Pop Burner, y'all.
Salute Randy Wilson in the building.
Jason too.
Yeah, salute Jason.
I just want to talk my shit, man. That's about it. Man, y'all ain't fucking with me. I'm convinced. My flow trump yours, my bliss. Don't make me stay your white bliss. I spend a lot of nights on that cell, bitch. Big guns, no deal, bitch. They double back. Can't sell shit. I double back and share shells. I ain't selfish. Wrap that fire like a starfish. On my gel shit. Laid under the tongue. Don't fuck with these, son. Fuck a pound. I need a ton. The greedy one. When you see me run, I'm from the slums. Got me drums. We ain't making bands. These drums go with these guns. And then they make us dance. Home make us dance. Slide, then we bust a move. Pocket rocket in the pants. By the eyes for the 32s. But I'm low. Big eyes a little used to the little use. Turn to the big eyes and your lip won't play the tripping tool. That's the shit get difficult. Time they get physical. 4-5. Work your whole body like elliptical. You need to change, nigga move. I need some things I should have done. Glock on me, cops on me. I'm not the typical. She don't want it deep. Then it's typical. My hands on niggas 10 or 2. Follow by the feet, nigga. And I I've been through the coop, sleeping so good. Fuck on my chips, spin on my head like a hula hoop. Black Super Bowl, pull up, smack you in your cubicle. This smack beautiful, I'm not your usual. Rap dude, been a jam, yeah, I'm that dude. I nigga with an attitude, Harlem First Avenue. Suck you in the drawer for a ladder roof. The floor compatible. Look, and it's compact too. Look, the impact, blow holes on contact too. Look, oh, you can go to lose my contact too. I'm not for it, cop holder, won't go down like a stop toilet. 3 pound orbit, stop the talking. Bitch, you are not important. Working for it, whip for it. Call my florist, burn the forest. Gunner story, burner stories. Cook your ass like summer's office. Sunday nights and Sunday garbage. What's next to get accomplished? Who's next to demolish? Smashing shit like Ben Wallace. Big guns, Chris Wallace. Capital moments in your wallet. Who's next? Have fun, I just want to retard.
Yo, shit. Pop Burner been snapping these last
facts.
Like
facts.
These one-liners is crazy, like one after the other, little slick ass talk, you know what I'm saying?
New York shit.
Yeah, man, like
that's an element. Threw the jail shit in there, like he was going in.
Yeah, that's an element we don't get a lot, you know what I'm saying? It's the slick street talk.
OG shit.
And crazy wordplay. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of lines in there. I think, obviously this one he had a little bit of stumble. I think one of the things too with Pop, I think, is sometimes it's like he may smother his work a little bit by the way that he rattles it off, but I don't want to advise you to change that, because I see where it's going. Just continue to sharpen it up. Also, make sure you holding that mic in a way that everything's getting out super clear, because when you rap that fast and have that much content going that fast, it's like everybody needs to hear every word. You know what I'm saying? But I think sometimes it makes it a little bit hard for him to get reactions. But it's really more so because he's not throwing haymakers. He's throwing like a lot of
slick,
a lot of hard jabs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Quick jabs, bang, 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 bang. There's no real crazy haymakers. It's just a lot of clever shit, like a lot of little slick shit. You know what I'm saying? But I think he's like one of those people, and because you could tell he's at a different focus level. It's like, I don't even want to say too much, because he's liable to just have a moment one night. Like, we've seen this, you know what I'm saying? We've seen that happen, where it's like MCs start to come into their own. And
like a Simone J.
Like a Simone J, like a real life.
Like a real life.
His real life nephew, you know what I'm saying? Like,
facts.
It's like where you can just see that elevation consistently, and then it's like one day it just the right beat, the right night, the right, performance, and then it clicks, and they have a moment. So I see that on the way for Pop Burner. You know what I'm saying? I see that for people like Chef Token as well. I felt like I had the same energy for them the last episode. I had the same energy for them this episode as well. So people, pay attention, because, these guys are definitely
climbing the ranks.
Yeah, they're on heels. They on heels.
All right, next up to the stage, Islam Rap God. Make some noise for Islam Rap God. Come on, some people come fill in this space in front of the stage, man. Come on, man.
Yo. Check 1 2 1 2.
Thank God. Celebrate a flashy. You keep the niggas in all regions. You keep your hammer. Nigga, I'm wrapped by the time when I burn. You niggas talk shit online. But in person, my feelings sentiment. Y'all niggas are scared to touch me. Rap God, a slow flow. My bros though is a great nigga chokehold. A triple Leopold in the Congo. Who invaded Africa for rubber. So when you ride on Dunlap in good years, you ride on the backs of my black brothers. This is done by no other than European, and you're seeing that a lot to us right. The devil is definitely white. There's no race base. Nah, there's the hate produced. Put on people's head in the noose. Then you let our bodies hang loose. And then you go every truth and treat it. You feed me white. She just right type. Revelations 1:15. Cause I ain't right. I know you like God. I thought you were here to ball rap. But I lost the mess to my heart, nigga. So I had to go on that. Now I'm done spitting facts on those who cracked the whip. It's time for the rap God. The black in this bitch. This is God speaking. No competing, nigga. Understand. When I come to the foreground, you face the back like Tarzan. Cause I'm taking on a rapper, big like so pinto, they corporal command. When the mic's in hand, nigga, beside the man. I better fade the raps and dogs to the sewer. When y'all can't rap, y'all just say dope shit out loud. AJ Brewer, I'm the pure rap with the pure rap. That's that rap, pure rap. You need to act like you know me, nigga, and don't talk to me crazy. I make the writers fall off the stage like crazy hopeless baby. I've been boss in 26, impossible to fade me. Be for peace.
I'm a true stylist. I'm breaking it, fucking girl 3 holes. I'm Aquaman's trident. I'm talking black shows in the dojo. Screaming silence, now listen. Rap leads to Mecca. There's word bond. But the rap leads to Mecca. The religion is Islam. And when I'm spitting, I'm son of man. So it's like that I'm gone. So the rest of you niggas are fast. It's raw and gone.
If rap elite is Mecca, the religion is Islam. Like, yo, that
I'm rapping like the son of man.
crazy.
See,
Yo, 3 holes. I'm Aquaman's trident. Like, yo.
cut him off on the last nigga.
Yeah, right. Nigga. Hey, bro. Hey, man. Hey, man.
The brewer line.
Ah.
If you know, you know. You know what I'm saying?
You know, you know.
We love to hear rap lecture.
Yeah, the boy, he's so original, man. He's so original. He's so entertaining.
Facts.
His presence, you know, it's like he is one of those people. It's like, yo, he'll be a character in Rap Elite for as long as he decides to be there. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I always get excited when people have that level of originality and can bring, you know, that showmanship to the stage. That's something that you know, it makes it a show. You know what I'm saying? It makes it interesting. You know,
but he also saying so he got some substance behind this shit too.
Yeah. That's not, don't get it fucked up. Like I started off just rattling off bars. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
You know, and the way he goes about it, his presentation, like you could say, yo, you could do this with the flow or that with the flow, but his style is so unorthodox that it's, you know, I couldn't tell you to box it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
I think he did what Islam rap guy is supposed to do. You know, he could have had a couple more zingers in there. You know, and like to take it over the top. You know what I mean? Get to the point where it's a little more bar for bar. You know what I'm saying? When you know, shaking the room, you know, multiple times in a series of couplets. Like, I would love to see that. But
he said Allah put the spirit on his heart to
and I like that. You know what I mean? I like the transition and all of that. Like, how you transition, and then, you know, that's dope. That's showmanship. You know what I'm saying? So,
right.
Yeah.
Keep it up. Dewan, salute.
Everybody's having fun with it.
Oh, that's Juan Ski. Oh shit. Juan Ski, what up?
I could get lost. Tell y'all all the time, y'all family, right? That's all. Look, hey, y'all ever seen Juice? How Cock was playing the bishop role? How the Griffin wasn't shit? Nigga turned all his friends to foes. I hate being on tippy toes. That's why I'm still on cue. But then they clip out and pill on you. Oh, I'm the man. If y'all didn't know, I tell my ladies pick a roll and score like it's pick and roll. I lay up with different hoes. I hate calling women hoes. I mean queens, please, pardon me. I could get lost in my speech. I'm scarred by the streets. My memories be haunted by sleep. Them stab marks and bullet wounds be like the mark of a beast. My guardians lead me deep into the dark with no keys. I came out like Bob Marley with a guitar, so weed, a cheap buffalo soldier. Big shot roster, the top shot to a black mama that's got dollar. Who won columns? I won dollar. They know better. When guns pop up, they like, damn, that's a whole lot of sticks and clicks. My niggas come to do numbers, no arithmetic. Oh, we done did a few summers and expensive whips. When I was different shit, we tryna flip some shit. It's money talk when that interest shit. Now I'm in charge of no batteries. Can't work hard for no salary. Like anatomy, that's just what's in my anatomy. I have to be the motion niggas on the rapidly. Heard the blind me, check the stats to see nobody else rap like me. I do it after me, I'm just saying. He the good train. Little man with the white chicks run away. Can you come on stage when knowing that you ain't trained man? You won't never be a made man. That's basically get that case. Here come half time, you won't make it. You get chopped up like you Jason. Still with a hoodie on like I'm Jason. Lady switch. Niggas always talking like they got it when they don't. Acting like they fixing all your problems when they broke. Shit's a joke. Stand up, stand up, stand up, yeah. I listen to y'all rhymes and don't be hearing any quotes. What I talking about? And that's what I talk about. Tell the DJ on me and this beat, we gon' walk it out. The quarter pound after quarter pound. They call a drive, I don't call a drive. He got the wheel, Corral is in the office now. The OGs that taught us live. So now you on the prize. Shit was quick and since a nigga that's talking loud. Pray with the material, cause shit be watered down. If that's what it's all about, fuck it, I'm going, I'm out.
All right. So with Rel, first of all, dope verse. He showed how you can utilize this beat a number of different ways. How you can just be comfortable with a flow that's very digestible, conversational. You know what I'm saying? He really put a clinic on how you can rap on this beat. You know what I'm saying? You start to not think about the beat, his first whole half of it, until he hops into the double time. You know what I'm saying? Right. And only thing I would say, you know, and it's dope wordplay, dope structures, all of that. The only thing I would say is that, you know, he's more so just talking. You know what I mean? And that's kind of what we've been getting from him for the last few episodes. You know what I'm saying? It's really just talk, speaking his mind. You know what I'm saying?
I know he could give us so much more, like being a champion.
Facts.
I know he could give us.
We've seen it. We've seen him go line for line for line for line for line for line for line. You know what I'm saying? Like
making niggas go crazy. Like
it's no reason he shouldn't be in every sudden death. Like
on God.
Yeah, he's capable. He's choosing to take his foot off the gas. That's how I'm viewing it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what it is what his decision behind it is. It's like, I just feel like he's kind of, it don't feel lazy, but for him, maybe. For him, it's a little lazy.
Yeah, from what we hear.
It's like, I hate to say that because what he's saying is so real. And he's talking.
He is talking.
But when it comes to like trying to win, I don't feel like he's trying to win.
No.
I don't feel like he's trying to win.
No. That verse didn't feel like it was.
Know what it sounds like when real life is trying to win.
Yes.
And I know that he knows what the competition is coming with.
Shit, we know what it looks like. Like, I feel like his aura on stage is like different. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
It's almost like a nigga that made it already.
Oh shit! No, that's real though.
And the talk, you know what I'm saying? The talk,
yeah, like nigga,
I don't got nothing to prove. I'm here to, you know what I'm saying? I'm here to just tell y'all niggas live your life right type shit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all niggas is living crazy out here. I'm just trying to let y'all know, like that is what I'm getting from him. Like it's like, yo, I done already made it. You know what I'm saying?
No cap.
And I feel like this is the season. This was supposed to be your season. I felt like this was supposed to be a real life season. Not necessarily to say I knew he was going to be MVP, but if I had to pick from people coming into this season with the momentum to become MVP, it was real life.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
And I feel like, you know, you're right in the mix. You're one of the few people in this season that got a win under their belt. You know what I'm saying? There's only 3 episodes left. I would love to see Real Life try to win these next 3 episodes. That's all.
Oh, shout out Real Life and Wanski in the chat.
Word. I can't see the chat.
I got you.
Madam V, make some noise for Madam V, y'all.
This might sound Bigger than any should consider 41 to 40. I'm coming for the crown, back down and back down. I ain't finna move down out here. There's a nigga, how that's that. There's a blue in the jump. What's man, boy, I'm on the road. Okay, bro, put your around let's violent. Niggas still doubting. Look for the smoke before the fire. In and out of Dodge 42 retired. Now me a bit second time. A little nigga with a mind about saying I burn a whole biscuit down. Run me out, fuck what you say. I'm M-A-D-A-M-P. Not saying it's D-Bar skin. Trade you don't think bitch don't respect my name. That's cool. Take a motherfucker seat there. While I go off like a motherfucker weekend. Can't say my face cause the head game. So this shit's venomous toxic. Go to what you want, alright. Black on black, we ain't black birds. Sing the song. So flat, black feet the ball. Five blows, 2 fish, step past the pressure. I told my pleasure. Like squeezing trailer and sit my bed. Stack the bread up, stack the weight up. No more pain, the system flips with you back the way. I'm gambling. I penetrate you. I officially disseminate you. You make me so motivated. Boys, I have 2 funds renovated. Very clever. When you from, you still I'm meant full of that melanin. Before they go down and feel it like a beat on the essence. I got something for that body. I got something for that soul. But if you fuck around and test me, you gon' find some deeper hole. The glory days are over, the door things I hear. Bitch, no bitch, no fuck, I'm standing tall, my chin up in the air. No fucking care. I'm working out what we got. Fuck the will. Back to the end of the story. No more chapters burning in your mental. A picture that I'm less of. So you catch it when you fast forward. I've done it, see me. Do it again. Put it in your memory. Baby, in place. Timeline shifts gotta put you back in your place. It's something different. Yeah, you can erase. I need a little time step. The point of instant change. The most original skill in the film. When it's a winning. I fucked it up right here.
Flow is crazy on there. Flow is crazy. I like the performance. There was more clarity in that verse than a lot of other instances. I did think that sometimes she could have slowed it down just a bit to get some more of those words out.
Facts.
Like she came out the gate a little too excited.
Too excited, like fast.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, if she
was rapping faster than the beat.
Yeah, she was just like maybe took her time and just slowed it down and made it so we could still catch all of them words with the flow.
Right.
That's it.
It would have came off a lot better because she was using the actual flow this time and the rhymes was connecting. Like that's the type of shit that, you know what I'm saying, I like to see at least. So
yeah, most definitely. And the flow switches were dope as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, and the wordplay, you know what I'm saying? Like she definitely structured that rhyme a lot differently than she has, previous performances. So we love to see the growth. We love to see the intentionality applied to what's written and then also applied to the performance. I just like was previously stated, might have just been a little too excited to get that newness off, you know what I'm saying? To where it was just like a burst, you know?
Let us hear what you're saying.
Control it a little bit more, you know what I'm saying? Be smooth. You probably would have got through the verse too.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So,
I mean, and if you've been rapping for that long, like it was almost 2 minutes, it felt like, and you mess up at the end of your verse, just go ahead and make it seem
close it out. Yeah.
Just go ahead and make it seem like that's where you were supposed to stop. You know what I mean? Because we ain't gonna know the difference if you've been, you know what I mean?
All right.
That's a
No, it's not.
Testing, one, two, testing.
Yo, shout out to Pharaoh, man. He made.
Where is everybody? I can't hear you. Where is everybody?
There's a story behind it. Shout out to my wife.
Don't worry, I'm just talking while I get the music right. I'm not really good at talking in public, but I am good at talking my shit and doing it my way. So hip hop, when you ready, let's get it. Something new.
something new. Ready for you. My mental state may not be the greatest. Tennessee spill this word slash protruding thoughts like fighters block more inches in the brain of traffic stop. Knowing my gas leaking. Trying to stay on the mile high. Speaking of people planes, my fans go into motion. Into my destination with less hesitation and desperation. Perhaps if I stay on the topic of isolation, people will help me feel less lonely. Baloney, that's fire below me. Just a window shop, not paying or it don't cost a thing to show love and support me. Small was in it for the sport. For my competition, he petitioned and permission to go past this. I paid no punches. It's an explanating total ruin in the currency of the shot wave go a wild doctor. Same response when your books for likes, comments, and shares. I tell be smooth as near. Burns in the rough you the wrong way. Either way, you'll get removed if you damn. See how easy it is to start rapping again. Poetry's on the line on this road to rapidly. Somebody asked, is he all me? Nah, nigga, pick up the sheets. I'm finna take you through these streets. Southside like 7 Kimming. On the map, the south's at the top, and that's how I'm feeling. Mental block still build the pyramids. They couldn't vote even if they was in the pit about them, so they offended. Like the Obama, they admit it. They say I'm round like I had already won. But that's the point of running this game. Before your level's done, pants back, we're still moving forward. Knew I was chosen. Soon as I picked up the strap, to me the hose in. It's the spoken word, spitting, blessing, testing, 1, 2, but 3's how I bless them. He said, Cobra Kai, I kick it, but they don't listen, so I assemble the similar rappers. They have them stressing, thinking they using metaphors, devices never literal. Device of how they play, they roll vices pouring up in they soul. Glow how you wanna gloat on your persona. So gnarly, it's so gnarly, I'm Sonic with Super Saiyan. Perfect example of chaos control. Nobody doing shadow work, so let them go roll. Put on a rule so you can get aroused by the room. I might break down, but still build you a tomb. Going out on warriors, one sided. Oh.
Yo, I'm gonna say that, which is rare. This verse translated on camera way better than it translated in person.
It did. It damn sure did.
I can agree with that.
Facts. It damn sure did.
I caught a lot of shit.
Facts.
Just now that I don't feel like I caught in the building. The wordplay was crazy. The so gnarly, the vices, the divisive, like he did a lot of shit. The 5 below line and windows, that's 5 below me, the window shopping, like definitely was. I think I'm trying to think of what I can say might have helped him translate in the building a little bit better. Maybe slowing it down I don't want to say slowing it down, because I liked some of them flow switches as well. But I think one of the criticisms what we've had for Pharaoh from the beginning is just rhyme structure.
Yeah. Facts.
Yeah, I think it's a little bit of the flow mixed in, the flow and the delivery mixed in, because you see with a rapper like CO Wave, like it's so easy to
digest.
To catch everything he's getting, because it's like he spoon feeds it to you, and with lack of a better words, you know what I'm saying? Like he makes it very easy for you to understand what he's saying, catch the setups and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think that's really what it is with Pharaoh, is that there's still this missing structure piece, like structuring your rhymes to be heard and for your metaphors and everything to get the proper light. If you don't time the way that you're saying this shit and line that up for it to be digested, it'll always come at people like abstract art. You know what I'm saying?
But like he even said in his raps, like he's got a more spoken word approach
right.
You know, to his verses. And when you have that approach, it is more abstract, so it does make it, you know, harder for the average person to digest, where you get those immediate reactions. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I guess it translated better on the replay, on the playback.
Yeah, because he got a lot of substance in his rhymes. Like you said, that having that control and just having
Facts,
that a pattern, bro. I think
Yeah.
he could score higher than what he should be.
facts. Let's keep it going because I'm running out of time.
You got 10 minutes.
We gonna.
And on a separate note, man, no man in here ever disrespect the room. The foreshadows imminent doom. Prepare for the back to the stage soon.
Man, making proclamations.
Yeah, I mean,
Let's go.
escape.
Look, all right, look, I'm back to killing shit, toe tagging people. When you see me as punches, I'm a Volkswagen Beetle. I peek through the raps and the niggas hit who ain't fond of me. Just a bunch of boring ass verses like Deuteronomy. Y'all heard my bars in the records while making bass jam. I'm starting to get known for the methods. I guess I'm red man. My shooter's so precise, he can push your fade back. He can shoot a vintage A logo off a Braves cap. See, I would have to call Kello to help me fill out, cause my shit ain't registered like I went through the self-checkout. It's hella bars in my pen. I keep a bid with me. Keep one cocked in the head. I keep a trade with me. Ball duty, head knock, Call of Duty, headshots. Your face full of zips, but it ain't acne. It's red dots. State your issue when we break your pencils. That's lead pop. Everywhere you go, it ain't no bars. Like a dead spot. Make it up in streams and you won't last like the red box. You thinking you an animal, you trash though. Red box. You'll make you turn into a nasty situation. See, I punch hard every beat. You call it bad sophistication. I ain't signed a hole, but I bet I rock the nation. That hating shit, I hate that shit like constipation. But if he diets, the menu I'm contemplating. Shells is in the crib, so in this beat, I got pasta waiting. You acting hard, my nigga, we can play doctor patient. Your head and go back, but look at the shots you taking. The dollar trapping out this rap shit be my operation. Fees pulling up that bi-weekly paid occupation. Give me a call if it's smoke. I ain't high and niggas know I got more bars than the T-Mobile. Join Verizon, I can give your ass a sample. Fuck the remix on the sample. This is Tesla versus Toyota. This is Android versus Apple. This is the nigga that you slighted last time I hit the stage. Make me wanna ease like a nigga sick with AIDS. I do bars, y'all do antics. To me, we eat the same, but I'm pro-choice in your life like this is Roe versus Wade. We peers, bitch, you weird. Stay the fuck out my DMs. Fuck your socials. There's a difference between followers and fans. I ain't Jennifer Aniston. I ain't in this shit for friends. Flow is cold. Need a hoodie, and so I'm in this bitch to win. Let's go.
Oh, and looking at this score, no wonder he wants to dis-ease.
Ease. Oh, my shit was crazy.
She gave him a 9.
Oh God.
We both gave him 10, so you will have to with feedback on this one, brother.
Yeah, I mean, the bars was fire. Yeah, this what will push him into the 10 is just that extra, oomph in the delivery and the stage presence and the conviction. And
on this one.
Yeah, it started off a little slow to me. It started off very slow to me. It wasn't all the way through. Bum, 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 bum. Like 410 to me.
All right.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
I mean, I'm trying to remember what that first line that hit was, but it was early.
That's what I'm saying. Like when I get the 10s, it's like from start to finish for me, it'd be like from the opening line to the closing, where it's like,
okay, I'm with you.
Straight.
I get it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So if it starts off slow for the first 8 bars or so, I can't necessarily drop the 10 gen on them, you know what I mean? But the 9s is still fire from me, from my perspective. I didn't expect CEO and Vintage to come out like they did that night, you know what I'm saying? So I wasn't expecting to get no 10s. But
this guy crazy.
And I did put in I did put in for key speech to get a 9.5 though. It's just my correction wasn't seen.
Oh damn.
Yeah, I put in for key speech for the 9.59.
Next up.
Wonsky ended crazy though. Ended crazy.
Man, he started crazy. I don't even know if you was watching the playback. You was kind of looking down right there. I don't know if you watched the playback.
Why y'all doing these like that?
Words tonight. So,
Oh, that's right. Give it.
what it is, because it's supposed to be the culture. So when it comes up, I expect y'all. Yo, whenever Rubik's Cube and the Wu-Tang symbol had a baby, start traffic over the ocean, watch the shore all wavy, sun kissed up with the national tan, melanin enveloped in rose through teachings of Christ and not the hatred preachers cuddling. Watch them flowers wilt, 20,000 leaves, under siege, trim the fat, left clogged arteries, pass the plunger please, keep the fifth, push the whip, see on recline, never can for cheesy singles, crafting classic, shredding B-sides, my daughter pulls some pictures, shoving P-signs, right the INS, my two fingers, couldn't take the feline, built from God's blueprint, I'm immaculately designed, make your favorite rapper quick, to say face will say he resign, so tap out, you better get the map out, fantastic voyage can't rap out, Paul with your lawyer, strictly court-appointed, maps out, scoreboard, showing why the ops avoided, bathhouse, baptism, clean my sins, your boys anointed, lean the stash house, don't burn stress like they was double jointed cash out, hurt these fire lines, so think of unemployment, yeah, I hear your truth, why all the eye contact avoidance, bad as hell, so let me sell Stevie, stop being overjoyous, Roe v. Wade is overturned, choosing how to use my voice, understand I'm not pro-abortion, but I'm pro-choice, cheap political points, women's rights, I'm riding shoddy, girl dad, no every the memo gon' ever control her body, drug the court me, bet you gon' have to hand a corner, show me the strip, my daughter's economy, the politician counting me, notice it's the well, I read the books and teach the classes, check me on a few details, still miss no boom plastic, hey, bums. What's up, bum? Respect woman, in this way, yo, condoms, hey, what's up, bum? It's right back quick. Who writes like this? I who can't flame Eddie Kane on a night like this and hold me down for 5 seconds. That's a bicycle kick. Plug feathers of goose steppers, miss first down by an inch. I ain't everybody's flavor, probably missing the pitch. I rock him with a brown stomach while free Willie's being fish. One beat, I'll make Trick D and pull out seats that roof Chris. Finish with a razor's edge, then toss out some toothpaste. Speech.
Hey.
Crazy.
He might have had a moment in there where he had the best flow of the night. Yeah, when he was going, it was a stretch of like 8 bars in there where he was going crazy. It was one of the best flows of the night, in my opinion. But
definitely agree. And the Rockets said so much content, bars for lines. It's going in. You already know what it is. I have no critique.
I don't think that that setup hit like he
wanted
it to.
But what the bomb did not quite hit, and it wasn't. He was making a statement though, so I can't say it wasn't necessary. You know what I'm saying? Because absolutely respect woman.
Facts.
All that.
So yeah, but no, I have no critiques, man. Dope performance.
Beach.
Over too big, the rebel chopper make you cha-cha over chata with me. My partners were your salsa, but no toppers and cheese. Un poco respeto, but yo, I speak Guapanese. I never talk to police. They want the song and get fleas. The longer part your heart can cause you come. The harder lick a shot and make it milk, I release. The roho on the block, I put your pulse on the street. I'm on the cheek, GC with the Navy with me. You are boss niggas way too easy to read. I might notch your finger so that Stevie can see. That shit ain't even not gonna shine the buff on scene. They got holes in the earth, they pulling gold out your queen. So we rose from the earth, but they thought it was weed. I'm in the pocket with the posy, I got smoke in my cheese. Probably let you hold the potent if you roll with PD. I see you wobble wobble, but you can get it shaking. Need you to swallow hollow, so cause I can't take it. All these red race and black face and bits of bacon. Try to rack like they job when they legs shaking. They do not run the block when they dread shaking. But they stay basic. I seen Satan rock to Patagonia in purgatory. Keep the strap on your bruh, it's a murder story. Lights that get clapped on can get clapped off. Black bone is the black god told we shut her light down on the black star, but the strobe lights sound like a round double claws.
We can't take too much time. It's pretty cut and dry. I like a lot of the content, just didn't get it through his shit. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, yeah, it was too choppy. He was stumbling.
Just prepared too many stumbles.
Next up.
I'm ready. Y'all ready, man? I'm gonna wait a little bit. We got some shooters in here tonight. I'm locked and loaded too. Yeah. Okay. I said it's time to be the champ again, so I can be the champ again. Almost forgot they got three-peated, so I ain't had to win. I'm coming with them statements, don't bend the truth. I just been the truth. A little conversation and they some patience with chicken soup, so ain't no stopping it. Just the confidence and the confidence. I'm confident, competent. You can't focus, it's like a Johnson kick. That was mess, man, this north side, like Tony Red from, man, that was us. Man, I was on the back of bus, whenever when the Rosa Parks. She got cracked like a Dutch, it's built up like North. No choice, I gotta pack them up. Animals, people, I bring out animals and people. All my raps are just evil, but fear the punches like I'm being a seagull. I can take the weight off them, until they take the weight off them. Then everybody starving like Marvin, I'm getting place off them. They shouldn't got me started, I'm charging to rip the face off them. Regardless, bodies dropping, who busting? It's time to take caution, them Jeebus creepers. With a mission cold as my fever Shiva. Feel like Final Fantasy, so many cuts, but shit get deeper, always try to handle me. I would rather go beat the reaper. All the solo, my name got me seasoned. I need my breather. I can teach and teachers. It's crystal vanity in this. I'm offended on the office. In reverse and defended. So it's different because this time I had to hit the lab like a chemist. So past the stairs to me. Jabbing with limits. I'm flashing with precision. Back. When I'm spitting this molten lava doing life, I'm Frank Gibson. This smoke. Speak of my father. Shit about to get ugly. It's like the cheapest iguana eating good to get this time to just be the monster. All I know is get money, and that just lead to the drama. They can get a clip from me, but that's just lead to your honor. Hold on, I've been killing rap for so long, I can pull the shorts out to keep it real. The coldest with it dripping like a snow cone. The ice and more run, no one hot as me, so I gotta kill it. Plus they know I'm higher in quality, but no shot to finish. All these rappers wish they get pie since I got the spinach. I done got so tired of the bull fucking. I'm Scottie Pippen, cooking meals in Hell's Kitchen. I got no time for chillin'. Life's a bitch, my girl trippin'. I got all kinds of women from the rich, but I ain't rich. I hit your block and spin. Look.
The energy, you know, well, if you listen to Trey, he says, you know, he's next month he's bringing the energy back. He was trying something different. I felt like he was really more. I feel like he pulled the real life on us. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was like, you was speaking your mind. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't really barring out. There was some jabs in there, but no haymakers. You know what I'm saying? No haymakers. And you could just, you know, it just wasn't as potent.
Yeah, it wasn't as sharp as his winning verses.
100%. Still a fire verse.
Let's go, man.
Next up.
All right.
There we go.
Did you show you earthquake? You shook earthquake. Lost, keep it on wordplay. Thought not even on wordplay. Shots, give it to me left. I'm on up like Brandon. First shit your dirty. Give me shit your dirty. Hold on, let's bring that back. Let's bring that back. Yeah, let's bring it back. There we go. Check it out. Did you shook your earthquake? You shook earthquake. Okay, hold on. Like, did you shook? Hey. Alright. Okay, here we go. Did you earthquake? You shook earthquake. Call your saint Andre. Fall sleeping on purpose. Thought not even on the worst day. Shots, give it to me late. I fuck him up like Brandy. Really shit your dirty. Ain't nobody check the way he do. It just low can't be cool. So everything said it. Bank on a bitch credit. All about the pandemic. Morgan Chase credit. In your city limits. Hopes on trusted record. See me at the bar, I'm a drink chair. This the people's party. I'm a roll live rap to the candy going. Something getting cooked. Barber shop with Ronnie. Red table talking. Bleeding body. Hey. Who you be? Ain't no bars I can see. Always seen a train off ring playing in TTV. You in the hood on cheap pads. I'm in the hood like free pads. Put up forward C-Mac. You a little short, C-Mac. Hitting no top like free pack. Probably should have robbed with feedback. Line you up, get a deep rat. Might you stay on C-Back. Your shit looks like sheep ass. Nigga fuck you put a sheep back. Like this ain't the place you sleep at. But sleeping ain't safe, you sleep at. Like are you dumb? Remy Ma, shade worthy, shimmy up. Full of the bullshit, Minotaur. OCB baby, give me up. OCB baby, you my clone. OCB crazy, fuck alone. Easy baby, watch the throne. Let's see OC cut straight phone. Yeah, your shit trash, Oscar. Ain't you dirty. In my bag, flexing. That's why you turkey. Turn the fast, Oscar. Beef a turkey. I can ass Oscar. Don't be Eddie Murphy. Your boy live, big head. You need more tic-tac. Toe to toe, big bag. Extra mile, tic-tac. Buffalo strong, big bag. What's that gun on me? What's your track always? Talking sideways, hallway. Drop the track versus I stay fucking it up. No matter who is versus Ray J, step in the club.
All right. It's not much we got to say about that. Definitely struggling to get that
verse on. Facts.
Once she did, you know what I mean? She had some bars in there, but I do still think that was the wrong flow pattern to pick. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's one thing to have the one-liners, that's what she's known for, but when you having to rattle them off that quick, they lose some substance. Also, it makes it more difficult to deliver clearly. And that vocal, like just getting it out is seeming to be a issue. But you know, Mila is Mila. She'll be back.
Yeah, I mean.
Next up, the last but very well, of course, not our defending champion. Make some noise for Vintage A, y'all.
Yo, 1, 2, 1, 2, and I said 1, 2, let's we try something on this shit. Yo, everything source, don't get the course. Names is mad, they lost, yes. Even the crack, you still wanna flex. Don't get a piece of the force. Just for a piece of the torch. Shooting and flaming the pores. And they will be one of the best. Show the respect, I end up a corpse. Rap game on rapid fire. Vince came from Raiders team. Turn it back to a bagatelle. Like New Orleans when they back the Katrina. Spray Adina, corrupted, must be the neck of FEMA. Just another day getting that Serena. Doing what I gotta do to kill a dreamer. Turn the beat up. I probably got my feet up. My baby talking about prenups like she needs.
need one with no feet us. Don't wait, these ain't no beat us. So fucking roll my weed up. Got here do like I'm skipping to my loop. I'm trying to heat up. You left with broke ankles. When ice oscillates, I leave the block of triangles. Squares could not fit inside my circles. Earth-led star complete with the matching bangles. If rap was a fashion show, my nigga, I would murder you. Parent jumpers, focus go perfect with backs of purple. Broadcasting so much dope, might need commercials. Just a warrior of virtue, but I got a face mask. No more CODs, my dude mean they don't take cash. Stomp you out like a brake pad. You want that smoke like the shake back. The best in yours in my weight class. I'm the reason in the morning why them boys break fast. Got that deal, don't you roll into them boys, take that, take that. As if it was Diddy, been showing no pity. 250, be no question, they gon' get busy. We'll shoot up your city, bring up the chest and make sure it's litty. You wasn't too witty, I fuck for free, you pay for the kitty. Wow, give me the bag, I'm gone. I ain't gonna ask for those. Niggas be flashing cash, I bags your bitch with swag alone. This ain't no aftermath, we don't go half on zones. Smoke my blunts to the face, I don't be passing bones. Bitches and hoes, hitting the road, counting up chips for O's. Flies a bitch, I suppose, connected like my mama Joe's. Expecting to get you a weapon and pop it and knock you gon' drop to the flow. Vinny, let him go, let him go. Shit, let him go.
No, that was the flow of the night. That was the best flow.
Hey, God.
That was everything.
That nigga was lane switching like shit.
Everything y'all was trying to do all night long. Let me show you all of those things look like. But there was this one line, bro. This one line. He says, stomp you out like a brake pad.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yo. That's so crazy because you don't intentionally stomp out a brake pad, but like essentially like you have to change a brake pad, you stomp that bitch out. Like you literally stomp the fucking brake pad out. Like that's crazy. By the time you have to change a brake pad, you know how many times you stepped on that bitch?
Facts. Facts. Like, bro, like
that's crazy. That's
that
like
nigga.
Real simple lines that, you know what I mean? It's like, yo, what made you even think of that? Like, yo, stop me.
Yo, Vinny on one, bro. That nigga was popping. He was popping between those lines because it was killing it.
Definitely, man. The flow switches murdered it. He made everybody who was challenged with that beat, he made it worth it.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, it's like when you pick the beat and you're like, oh, everybody's stumbling with it. But then it's like somebody does that with it. It's like, see, I was right to pick that beat. You know what I'm saying? Because this was what could be done with it. You know what I'm saying? It's up to you to do with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, definitely rap wise put on a clinic. I would love to have taken the time to go over the sudden death, but I do not have time, unfortunately, today. So we may just release that on an Instagram, let people, you know what I'm saying?
Let them digest it. There you go. Yeah, let's do that.
And we will drop it on the YouTube as well. So, but yeah, so appreciate everybody for tuning in.
Yeah, man.
We're gonna see y'all August 21st. I'll make an announcement. You know, we starting the Sound Clash segment. It's where two artists take 3 songs apiece, go back and forth. The crowd picks a winner. Our first Sound Clash for episode 43 is going to be Corey Ja versus Ross Skrilla. So we just booked that today. Corey Ja versus Ross Skrilla.
Okay. I seen Ross Skrilla last weekend.
Pharaoh is putting together his team for the Cypher versus Cypher to go up against an Anti-Symbol team. So we're going, as soon as we get the word on who Pharaoh team is, we'll let y'all know that too. So make sure you get your tickets right now. August 21st is going down, Tang and Biscuit. We'll see y'all then though. Peace, peace.
Off to the metaverse.